before I get started with this video of what I want to talk about, been getting these little emails from YouTube. Your video isn't approved for monetization, which means the ads that play. Hi JSnip4. Thanks for submitting your videos for monetization. We didn't approve your videos for monetization because the content in your videos or video details may not be advertiser friendly. So they went ahead and shut it off. They as in YouTube. Well, which videos isn't advertiser friendly? Anything with the word refugee or immigration, not advertiser friendly. You're not allowed to monetize on that. So I'm already used to that. I'm already used to seeing those emails coming in. Oh, sorry, that video's not allowed. Okay. But I got a list of them here now. This is the first time I got several in one email. If you believe that the content in your video is advertiser friendly, you can request an additional review below. And here are the videos. Here's the title. Of course, they all start with Realist News. Trafigura shuts down its flagship metal fund. Trafigura is a commodities broker, trader. Well, amongst other things. Talking about a company shutting down its flagship precious metals funds is not advertiser friendly. Okay. Next one. South African couple takes in refugees, now fear for their lives. Okay. Refugees is in there. It's a hot topic. I'll give you that one. Next one. I'm on the fence on this one. Was Supreme Court Justice Scalia's death really a heart attack? Not advertiser friendly, apparently. How about this one? This one's definitely not advertiser friendly. Like anyone that wants to advertise on someone talking about precious metals, no way this one's advertiser friendly. Silver Eagle sales break record third year in a row. I'm not sure the exact dates. I mean, some of these I know. But I don't remember about this one. Silver Eagle sales break record third year in a row. Not advertiser friendly. We're taking off monetization. France arrests climate change deniers under martial law powers. And of course the next one. Denmark passes law to seize jewelry from refugees. So YouTube has its own crew who determines if your videos, or in this case mine, are advertiser friendly. I bring you right back to two of those videos that have been disabled for monetization. Trafigura shuts down its flagship metals fund, precious metals, and Silver Eagle sales break record third year in a row. May not be advertiser friendly. For each step forward a person takes, the club is pushing them 2 steps back. Isn't that amazing? So, on to the video I really want to talk about, the subject. Beyond upset, voting irregularities reported across the nation on Super Tuesday. Quick, look surprised! Voters in Alabama, Colorado, Georgia, and Texas flooded voter hotlines to complain about dysfunctional polling booths and ballots in Republican primaries. Callers to an Austin radio station complained of machines switching their vote for Trump over to Rubio. That's funny. How come it's not ever the other way around? You know, the guy we all want, someone else's votes are rigged to go to him. Nope, it's the other way around. The guy we all want, his votes go to somebody else. Isn't that amazing? By lunchtime on Super Tuesday, Election Protection, a nonpartisan coalition of groups that run election day hotlines, said their hotline has received more than 1,000 calls. The majority of calls came from Alabama, Georgia, and Texas. Election Protection said voters in Georgia reported long lines in Fulton and Gwinnett counties due to poll books. Did they mean booths? Poll books malfunctioning. At the Inman Middle School precinct in Fulton County, only 1 out of 3 poll books, I guess they are books, were reported to be working, leaving 80 to 100 people waiting in line. I guess at the time. Austin radio station KLBJ received around half a dozen complaints that Texan machines had changed their votes, mostly from Donald Trump to Florida Senator Marco Rubio. The host of KLBJ's Todd and Don show told a caller they had already received 3 complaints about their votes being switched from one candidate to the other. The 4th caller said her vote for Trump was actually switched to Linda Gray. Quote, "That's not good," one of the radio hosts agreed. "You're the 4th person to call us in the past half hour to say that they had the same problem. They voted for Trump, but it popped up Rubio or somebody else. You're the first to have somebody else, but the other 3 were Rubio." End quote. Another caller said he was able to vote without any problems in northwest Austin. But another caller from Williamson County, a total of 6 callers, said he noticed his vote was switched. Quote, "When I reviewed my ballot at the end, the person I voted for president was marked differently than how I voted," the caller named Eddie recalled. "And I know that when I touched that button, I hit the right button. If half the people don't check their ballots, half the people could have the wrong information," the radio host observed. "That's not good. That's not a system we can trust. But I bet it's change you can believe in. Change your vote to somebody else." Russia Today contacted KLBJ station manager to find out if they had any further calls about voting irregularities, but no comment has been provided to the point of publication. An advocate for the electoral integrity and voters' rights, Brad Friedman of the Brad blog, told Russia Today this happens every single election, given that voters continue to have to use 100% unverifiable touchscreen electronic systems that routinely flip votes from one candidate to the other. Quote, "The machines reported failing in Williamson County, Texas, are apparently ES&S Ivotronics, the same systems that have failed in election after election for more than a decade," said Friedman of bradblog.com. "Those are the machines which, in Florida," remember that one, "lost some 18,000 plus votes in a special U.S. House election, ultimately decided by just over 300 votes in 2006. 18,000 missing, somebody won with just a mere 300 vote difference. And in South Carolina, resulted in the nomination of a completely unknown candidate as the Democratic nominee for the U.S. Senate in 2010, and other inexplicable results. Election Protection reported in Gwinnett County, some precincts were only providing ballots to Republican voters to registered Democrats. A Lowndes County voter told Valdosta Today she filled out a paper, gave it to the poll worker, who gave her a card to insert in the machine. When she pulled it out, she realized she had been given the wrong ballot. Turns out that anyone voting Democrat received a Republican ballot. Brianna Fleener told Valdosta Today, "After making some phone calls, we were told we could fix it, but we were showing up in the system as voted when none of us had casted our ballots." The election supervisor, Deb Cox, blamed the problem on voter error, which Fleener disputed. We were then given sheets that explicitly read, "To find out if your vote counted," Fleener told the news outlet. "If my vote counted, as a citizen, I meet all the requirements for my vote to count. I am beyond upset. No eligible voter should be denied the right to successfully cast a ballot," said Kristen Clark, president and executive director of the Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights Under Law, in a statement. Voter hotlines were also receiving complaints that state websites that allowed voters to verify their polling place location and confirm their voter registration status in Alabama and Texas were not working. By mid-morning, the state website wasn't functioning in Colorado. In Massachusetts, former President Bill Clinton sparked outrage on Super Tuesday by holding a campaign event for his wife, Hillary, outside of a polling place in New Bedford. He also visited polling places in West Roxbury and Newtown. Newtown, huh? Newtown, Connecticut? Sandy Hook area? News Center 5 reported Clinton entering polling places. He was seen shaking hands with workers but didn't hand out any flyers. Under Massachusetts state law, the handing out or posting campaign flyers within 150 feet of the door to a polling place is prohibited. Collecting signatures for petitions or nomination papers is also prohibited within 150 feet of a polling place. A spokesman for Massachusetts Secretary of State William Galvin said no laws were broken during Clinton's visits. No one was prevented from voting, he said. The city and voters were notified well in advance of the event. I'm just trying to see if there's anything more useful. It's about Clinton now, nothing else. So once again, electronic voting machines, the same ones that totally screwed up Florida. At that point, which company made these? You're absolutely fired. You will never be allowed to do this again. Instead, no, you're absolutely hired, and we're going to allow you to put voting machines in more states, aside from Florida, with the same damn results. Switching votes messed up. It's unbelievable. It is unfreaking believable. There's not a chance in hell. Technology today, the programming skills of people today. If you're selling a voting machine, you know how much those things cost. You're getting paid. You're not hiring some flunky to do the programming on these machines. These things are going to work as described. Yet every time, again, it's the person that everybody knows, this is the guy we need in the office, in the Oval Office. His votes got taken, got switched, didn't count. How come it's not the other way around? How come these voting machines don't err to the side of the other person? Where the guy we want to win, someone else's votes get randomly put in his name. How come we don't have that? Because the establishment does not want Trump to win. So, considering he still pretty much won Super Tuesday, Republican side, how many votes would he have really gotten without the rigging? That's the question. Take care.